So I have like literally got no script for
I have
this,
no script.
and
I have no script, but I have strong opinions.
yeah,
And that's sort of like that's the story of my life, really. I think my favorite startups are companies or people who come from the problem space, who deeply understand the problem. And I think the big gap, and one of the things is this idea of how many developers there actually are in Australia and how few of them are coming from the problem space, which represent the bulk of the employees. My brother, for example, he's one of the most engaging, interesting teachers that I can think of. But to think that at least 50% of the time that he is doing is preparing comm strategies for parents, is in marketing and marketing
yeah.
and marketing.
Teachers in
Actually,
marketing, like
that's probably not too far away from what it is.
maths, like the whole STEM thing, like let's put a good brand on it, right?
Yes,
Like, yeah, kids, this is the way to get a good job is
he's
do
not doing
maths
marketing.
and
Although
get
probably,
into AI.
and it's not as if I think that the system is anywhere close to penalty or error proof. I remember once my wife was like inundated with marking, and I was like, I'm in. I'm going to help. The amount of times that I, as personally as a human, was like, oh, he's like really close though. Can I give him half marks? And she was like, no, you cannot do these things. It's a really hard subjective system that still is subject to intensive scrutiny and review.
Can we talk about like 3-letter agencies for a second?
Yeah, sure.
One of my favorite 3-letter agencies is the ABS. You might have heard of them. They
Small.
they run the numbers. We've been talking about teachers. Australia's got 608,000 teachers according to the labor productivity stats, right?
Who's the idiot that's saying that AI wants to replace a teacher? Come on.
Yeah.
No one's serious, right? I'm not an engineer. I'm not a developer.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you could be these days.
no, we've discovered this.
You got
Like,
ChatGPT. Surely it's great.
first day that I had to spend debugging, I was done. That was me. I was finished.
Vibe coding over. Sorry,
Yeah.
lovable. Like,
As soon as that was the day, no, I'm me.
I like. Do
Yeah.
you do you think all those the million teachers and nurses are just sitting on ChatGPT all day now trying to get work done?
I actually see this the same way as I see you and I in our use of ChatGPT. That same with my brother. Like, I sent him a message the other day saying, like, I would love to see how you are using ChatGPT, because anyone who has like an area or a niche of expertise, I find that their depth of conversation with ChatGPT is on a whole different level than mine. In the same way that a carpenter, an expert carpenter, knows like these really impressive joins and joints, is there is so much nuance that I'm just like, build me an app.
Do you know the 9th largest job family in Australia is software engineers?
Only 9th?
I mean, I think that's pretty high.
Yeah, I suppose
175,000 people. I mean, software and applications programmers, I guess, but I'm not going to put that on my
What's
LinkedIn.
barista?
Yeah, that's a good question. Look, you can only have it with bar attendants, but 111,000. They're halfway
That's
there.
a decent chunk.
Yeah. I think that's a career transition at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if
okay.
like the bar staff are just sitting on ChatGPT during work.
How do I make a 7 and 7?
But the whole world of software engineering is changing, and I think so many people can't see that at the moment. I was looking at the Stack Overflow survey, and they have an AI section in there now, of course, and something like 52% of engineers are using these tools. I don't know if I like the word vibe coding to represent what I'm doing. Like, I think I want to use the word like agentic programming, because I do feel like I'm still mostly in control. Like, when I need to, I can look in and review what's going on, and I can understand it. And if I can't understand it in detail, I know how to ask the question.
I think it's important that maybe we should have started with this. Like, why are we doing Sublight? Like, other than coincidentally both being Star Wars nerds and forcing more additional Star Wars knowledge on people.
Yeah.
And that, like, the reason I'm interested in this is, one, I sort of, my current day-to-day is building agents and tinkering with agents with companies, and which is why I laugh at like the recent MIT survey that's like, 95% haven't found ROI. The use cases that I'm seeing are unreal. Completely automating how shipping containers go onto specific train. And so I do not believe that MIT study. It's just not true. It's not true. The sample size, the study isn't big enough. But the reason I'm doing this is I think I'm deeply in the camp of I don't want to see humans replaced by AI. I want to see the most critical industries that underpin Australia and the world supported and augmented.
Like, I really struggle to see a future where the robots are just working for us and we get to sit around drinking cocktails or, whatever the solution is, right?
It's compelling. Compelling, though.
I'm not an economist. I'm not a futurist. I'm none of those things, but in my mind, I don't see how that comes to life. And I can't reconcile that with what I'm seeing as a software engineer using these tools right now. Like, I wonder if, the entire software, like AI powered software engineering thing made it into this study. Is giving 100 developers in your company a project. I doubt it. I think right now, like, software engineering is getting like a teaser trailer for what's to come for everyone else, right? And I think we had ChatGPT, and it was cool. Then developers started to get these tools in their development environment, and the kind of UX has just been improved to be more developer-y. What's happening in software engineering is like, it has to happen for everyone else. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that software engineers get all this fun stuff and you can now build all this software so much faster, and then we don't use that to create useful things for everybody else. So where do we go from here?
I think we just both have strong opinions and we want to put it into a monthly newsletter.
I think we should start a newsletter.
What an idea!
It's such a good idea. We can call it the Sublight newsletter.
We see a problem, we see a gap, and I think that if we highlight it, maybe good things happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe this fizzles into nothing, and that's okay too.
It probably fizzles. We generated some revenue. The tool I'm using to record this now, we contributed to GDP.
Agreed. That's really what gets me up every day, is how do I contribute to GDP?
I'm glad I found my Excel, though, to reference some of the stats. That was deep. I misconfigured. We had a configuration issue.
Re-record! Not at all! We're starting again. I don't care if it's in 420. I'm not starting again.
If you made it this far and you want to see the skin on Austin's cheek,
you want to enhance.
Let us know. You don't have to type in the comments that we're not on YouTube. Just DM us, or
comment 4K to receive the 4K version. Can't stand that. I cannot stand it. I get it. I get why. I just can't. It's like my one LinkedIn gripe that I can't do ever. I can't do it.
I've been actually working on Blair's ultimate guide to just starting a podcast newsletter show. And if you want it, just type it in the chat. You were interested for a sec. Like, I think I had you.
I was actually genuine. I thought you were genuine for a second. Now, what I've always loved about you is that, like, I live in Scotland, and I'm not in Australia at the moment, and like, I'll wake up and you just have this like bias to do and act and to build. And I think actually it's a trait of developers, and I have it in like a little bit, but my ideas are stupid. For example, what I built on Lovable recently was exactly on the chat interfaces, but I decided that instead of an AI, it would just be plan was like, you just use it the exact way that you use ChatGPT. But it's just me. We are not the same when it comes to like build things.
And there's no model involved, right? The message just goes
it's just me. Well, there is a model. I can't say it has any sort of structure or rigor or...
Are you going to put the API out? Can I get that as an API?